everyone, T-Man978. You're watching another chill review. This time it's Bad Cube's defensive strategist, Speedbump, who everybody knows as Transformers Generation 1 fake masterpiece Trailbreaker. And yes, I'm reviewing him with a black background. Isn't that stupid? I got this guy a while ago from my bot supplier, Matt. I spent a ton of time perfecting the transformation, or trying to perfect the transformation, posing it and all that stuff, and then I never did a review on it. But anyway, thank you, Matt. He gave me a good price on it. These guys are out here right now because they're going to be my comparison bots, and I don't feel like transforming them, but I guess I have to. But here's what they look like next to him in vehicle mode. It's a lot of mass shifting involved because he becomes significantly bigger in robot mode. Any old who, Speedbump rolls decently. The rear wheels don't really roll that well, to be honest. The front ones roll well. They spin, but these don't spin well at all. But if you push it, it will roll. One thing I did have a problem with, and look how clean this is under the bottom. One problem I did have is these rear wheels don't really click in super well, but I don't know what I did differently this time. Suddenly they are staying in way better. When I first got it and I transformed it, they would not stay in. Like, after I rolled it a couple times, the wheels would splay out like that, and I didn't like it, but for some reason they're doing good. But as you can see, this thing looks exactly like it did on a G1 toy, but better because it looks definitely like a real vehicle, and I like it. All of this is die cast, and this toy is heavy as a result of it, but the details are amazing, and it's great, and I like it. This isn't actually mentioned in the instruction manuals, but if you bend this back, you can gain access to this panel right here. Pull this out, bring it back down, and now you can mount weapons on him. Typically, all the Autobot cars can have some type of weapon in their vehicle mode as far as these G1 masterpieces are concerned. So, you can still have some of that action going on right here if you want. But this might look a little silly to you, I don't know. But that is an option. Vehicle mode comparisons right here. All of these three figures were deluxe class figures back in the 80s, and they are varying different sizes now here in the Masterpiece line, just like was accurate on the cartoon. So, I don't know, that's a good scale, I guess. The windshields are roughly around the same size, so yeah. And as you can see, Ironhide shrunk down a lot in this mode. So there you go. I wanted to do Optimus Prime, but I gotta draw the line somewhere. I don't feel like transforming these guys. Prowl gave me a headache. Also, I don't know if he fits inside of the trailer. I would assume no, since this is bigger than Ironhide, or taller than Ironhide, and Ironhide and Ratchet can barely fit in the trailer. Here's Speedbump in robot mode, and no, your YouTube isn't messing up. I didn't transform it on camera. I transformed it, and it was a train wreck of footage, because this thing is kind of a nightmare to transform into either direction. But if enough people vote on the little card I'm going to put right here and say that they actually want to see me doing the transformation, I'll do a T-Man's how-to, transforming it from vehicle mode to robot mode and robot mode to vehicle mode. Anywho, here he is. I like the way he looks. He has some extra accessories to make him complete, so let's get to that. He has 3 of these cannon type dealies right here. What they want you to do is put one right here and the second one right here, and I guess that's accurate. Watching the cartoon, it just looks like this on the cartoon. Now these things are, you could either post them like that or have them like this. I usually like to have them a little bit away from the edge right there. So there you are, that. And this thing right here, you can move it to over here. You can lift it up kind of behind his head, but I usually leave it like that. But he is cool, and he is very hefty and heavy. I have not put an Autobot logo on him yet, but here's one thing here's what you're working with. Here is what you're working with from every angle, and he looks good. Unfortunately, just like on this background, even when he's not on this background, his details kind of get washed away. And in your collection, it's almost like he's so dark, you almost don't even see him in your collection, which is crazy. And if you have figures in front of him, now these legs and whatnot, they stand out. But if he's behind other characters, because he is very tall, you won't be able to even see that type of stuff. But I like him. I like him anyway. Articulation, his head looks all the way up like that, which is awesome. It's on a ball joint. He got some tilt right there, and of course can look all the way around. The shoulder joints, they go up and down and up, and it's very tight. They go all the way out to the side before it even touches his head. The elbow bends more than 90 degrees. It has bicep swivel. The wrist go like this, and the fingers come out to become a paddle right there. That's one unfortunate thing about this design right here. I guess with the way they wanted it to transform as far as the weapon and whatnot, they had to make his index finger and pinky finger look like that. I think they should have went with something else, to be honest, but the hands look a mess, and I just have to say that. The waist rotates completely around. Legs can kick out very high, kick all the way back, rotate at the thigh, kick all the way out to the side like this. He has double jointed knees. One hinge can actually do that, so it's not really necessary that he's double jointed, but he's double jointed. The toe can do all this as far as ankle pivot, and it can rock forward like that. Unfortunately, on my copy, this is very extremely loose. I was able to tighten this screw to make this foot a little bit tight, but that is loose. I don't like it. To get him standing up, I had to pretty much make sure that this, like all of his weight is on that, and then adjust his hips so he's not constantly rocking forward, which is a little bit frustrating. But other than that, he is very dynamically posable, as you can see right here. I said he came with 3 of these missiles. What you could do is open this panel up, transform the hand back, take this right here, plug that into place, and now he has a cannon arm right there. The original G1 toy had this option. You could plug in the hand or plug in the cannon. In the cartoon, he also had a weapon that looked like this. I believe it was able to like freeze waves and whatnot. And this peg right here goes into that peg hole on the bottom. Oh yeah, and to mention, this is silver on both sides, painted silver. So now he has this weapon right there. So, if you want him to have something weird looking, you could plug that in. But I don't really like this. And of course you can have, come out of here. Oh, this rotates. That's wonderful. Get out of here. I would rather just have the one gun hand. So, and I guess this is optional. You could put this up here if you want. But it is kind of loose, so yeah, it's probably not intended to do that. With all of that out of the way, let's get to comparisons. Here's Ironhide back again. And you might not be able to tell. Let me adjust things. Ironhide is slightly taller than him, which is accurate to the chart, the Sunbow chart for the cartoon. And there's this guy, a typical Autobot car. Here is Optimus Prime. So, there you go with him. And here these guys are. In the first original episodes, there was a moment where they were teaching Spike that some of the Autobots had special abilities. With Trailbreaker being able to create force fields, Mirage can become invisible, and Hound can create holograms. So, there you go with them. Here is a close-up on his face. You might not be able to tell, but his face is a shade lighter than the rest of his head. It's like his face is smoke gray, but his head is actually black. But he has an optional face. You can lift this up, put your fingernail under there, pull the face off, leaving you with this. Maybe you want that. I don't want that. And now we can take this face and put this one on, and now he's like either yelling at somebody or he's screaming in fear. You decide. So, end of the day, when it comes to articulation and overall G1 aesthetic, this is one of my favorite purchases of this year. Like, because he is extremely poseable. But like I was mentioning down here, I don't like what they went with as far as this ankle joint right there. That is way too loose. I don't like the knee joint design right here, because it's like you're constantly fiddling with it. And the shin, I did mention the shin. Like, this can go back like that, or it can come forward. It's like, I just wish it had like a natural clicking point and stuck with it. So you'll be constantly fighting, trying to figure out, what do you like best? What do you want to go with there? I mentioned I don't like the hands, and the transformation is a complete nightmare. But once you get him into robot mode and have him up on your shelf, he is a good looking Trailbreaker. So I guess that's all you need, because how many times are you going to be transforming this thing? I don't transform a lot of my Masterpiece style Transformers because they're not very fun. I mean, sometimes it can be fun, but it takes way too long to be completed. But like I said, I like them still personally. I look at him and I'm filled with all of my memories of watching the old cartoon, and I really enjoy that. So I like them. There are many other options out there, so maybe you should watch a whole bunch of reviews for those. I only have a review for this guy myself, so I can only tell you about this one. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments. Let me know by liking the video. Let me know about subscribing, clicking the notification bell, sharing, and whatnot. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Thank you for watching. Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click